Welcome to this science lesson. This is our third lesson, and today, under mixtures, we are going to look on the methods of separating mixtures. Before you look at the individual methods, we have 7 main methods that can be used to separate mixtures. Now, these methods include 1, decantation, or we can call it sedimentation. We have filtration. We have use of magnets. We have hand picking. So these are some of the methods that you can use. I have said we have decantation, number 1. 2, we have filtration. We have sieving. We have hand picking, winnowing, use of magnets, and evaporation. Now, this method that we are using to separate mixtures, they are being determined by other factors. Number 1, a factor that determines the method to be used to separate mixtures. 1, we have density, that is the heaviness of a solid. Number 2, we have the size of the solutes. We have other solutes or some other solids that are magnetic. Magnetic means they are able to be attracted by magnet. Then we have non-magnetic solids that cannot be attracted by the magnet. Then we have solubility or insolubility of the solids. Now we have those solids that are able to dissolve in liquids, and also we have other solids that are not able to dissolve. So the method that we are going to use will depend whether they are able to dissolve or not dissolve. But in our topic for today, in this lesson, I want us to focus on one method, and that is decantation. Now, decantation can also be called sedimentation. So what do you mean by decantation or sedimentation? It is the process used when you want to separate insoluble solids. Insoluble solids are those solids that are not able to dissolve in solvents or in water. For example, let me just use water to give you an example. If you put a solid in water but it does not dissolve, then we are saying that that solid is insoluble. So decantation is a process used to separate insoluble solids from a liquid by leaving the solids to settle down, and thereafter you are pouring out the liquid gently into another container. We are going to look at that using the diagrams. Now the liquid, when you do decantation, you realize that you are going to be left with some solids in your container. Now those solids left in the container are called sediments, while the water that you are going to pour, that clear water that you are going to pour in another container, is called clear liquid. We can just call it clear liquid. But remember that these clear liquids, even if they are looking clear, but they are not safe for drinking. Therefore, if you are asked the best method of treating water or drinking water or of making drinking water is by boiling. Through decantation or sedimentation, water may not be safe for drinking. Now, this is what I'm talking about when we talk about decantation or sedimentation. Now, look at these pictures here. In the first diagram, you can see we have a mixture of water and mud, meaning we have muddy water. We are going to mix them, and then we leave them in a container for around 5 to 10 minutes so that the mud can settle at the bottom of the container, and then water is left on top. After that, when the mud settles like that, now we are going to pour that water gently into another container. Now you can see, when we are doing that, you can see we have clear water. We are pouring clear water into this container down there. And then in the other container where we have the mixture of muddy water, you can see we have mud left settled at the bottom of the container and call it sediment. So that's how we are using decantation or sedimentation when we are separating such mixtures. Remember that this method can only be used when you want to separate insoluble solutes. For example, sand and water, tea leaves and water, maize flour and water. You can as well use it if you want to separate oil and water, though remember oil is not a solute, it's a solvent, but you can use the same method to separate. You can gently pour water, and then we are left with oil in the container. And then finally, we have muddy water. I think muddy water, we have looked at it and we have used it to explain that process. So, dear learners, we have learned about decantation today, and I believe that you have learned. But before I leave you, we have some work that you must do today. We have 2 questions. You can look at them. Do number 1 and number 2. Name 4 methods of separating mixtures. And then 2, explain how you can separate sand from water in sand-water mixture. I think we have learned today, and you are able to explain the process of decantation. Therefore, I want to wish you the best as you work on those questions.